Should you show us how to set the machine for this one first?
I'll go
Okay.
through it.
Whoa. What's going on here?
Oh god, I could have had it better doing it. I'm not sure about that one.
What was it?
Is that like blueberry?
Yeah, I thought it was like the coffee cake one because it looked like dark like that with the glaze.
Oh, like the
Okay, so they
old-fashioned?
should
I waited till
crisscross.
the last bite to decide
right?
that it was.
Yeah.
So
One channel.
one channel's gonna be here and here, other channel's gonna be
Yeah.
there and there. Okay.
Go ahead, lay down.
So black, just put black on top.
Just put black
Just,
on top.
I guess just to make sure.
Yeah, because then you'd know you're
Then you would know,
crisscrossed.
yeah.
Okay.
Ankles.
Talk us through it.
When you put a pillow
I'm
under
not
his ankles.
talking. Give me a second.
Come
Are
on.
you
Aaron-
on? Am I on right now?
Aaron talked us through it.
Am I
Right here,
on?
right?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay, right
we
now I'm
wouldn't
setting
want
up the
pressure on your
patient to make sure his spine is
calcaneus.
neutral.
I'm just saying for like the whole thing.
Yeah.
So a head behind, a pillow behind the
that on
head.
Aaron. I'm sorry.
We're checking here in the spine to make sure it's flat and neutral.
Mhm.
You don't want any lordosis.
Okay.
You're gonna bring that out, so you might have to put a pillow superior to his hips up above here to get that to flatten, but he's pretty good. There's nothing there.
Okay.
You want a pillow underneath his knees, so
Mhm.
when he's contracting, he's going to extend, so you don't want him to be flat on the table and extend into a
Okay.
flat surface. So the pillow's there for cushioning.
Anything about
You
his
don't want
heels?
it too high.
His heels
or
can be
deep,
free
but too
floating.
Okay.
Uh,
Free floating.
If I put a pillow under it.
You got
Because
towels there?
didn't she like have like
What?
tons of towels underneath?
much. Yeah, there's a bunch of
Erica,
pillows.
please.
Okay, so you would do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta make sure the
Okay.
spine's good and everything.
She
Okay.
don't want the
Well, then
heels
when they
touching
lie
you, right?
When they lie
Yeah, we should
prone, their feet can be hanging off, but she said for this one, not.
But the heels shouldn't be on the table.
Yeah, they can't be on the pillow either.
Mm-mm, they gotta be floating.
Because they're still touching, like that. That's good. Right underneath the ankle.
Okay.
As Dr. Victor says, uncle. Uncle.
Hello.
It's going to be something like that, so you can have this to roll up and still keep them decent.
Okay.
That's just a pill.
Keep the boys in check.
That's a field. A sweet potato field.
Boys and girls?
Yeah, well, you guys don't have nothing that's distal down there like that.
Pillar.
Stay
Okay, so when you start setting the machine, I'm going to come around and I want to see, we're taping how you set it.
So I'm going to go ahead and hook these up.
Okay.
So the origin is the superior iliac, whatever that is, spine. That's the crest. But we're going to come down about that much off of it. 'Cause
Okay.
We're not going to go directly over the bony prominence because that will burn them.
Okay. So how many inches did you say?
Just a couple inches, something
Okay.
like that.
All right.
We're doing the vastus medialis, so it's going to come down here this way and inserts down here.
Okay.
But again, we're not going to go directly over the, medialis, sorry. So it's going to be over here. And yeah, down here, like right here.
Oh, no, it's the femur.
Okay.
So now we're going to set up the machine. So in order for you to see your settings, you do have to turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start with the mode, and it's going to be alternate, constant, or synchronous. So it's switched to alternate, and that's fine. It could be synchronous as well. But then you hit set, so that part is set. And then it's going to jump to the next time, which is the ramp time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the build up of the intensity that you're messing with right here. That's going to how long it takes to get to whatever setting you put that at. 5 seconds is a short time, so I'm going to turn it up just a little bit so I have
Either or. You get to test on either or.
time to see that contraction. So I'm going to put it at 7 seconds. And you hit set, it's going to go to the next thing. Now it's asking for on time. The 16 is flashing. That's going to count the ramp time that we just had of 7 seconds. So it's going to ramp for 7, but then we'd only have a muscle contraction of 9 seconds. We're going to bump that up to 20.
Where did you have the 9 seconds?
Because 16 minus 7 is 9.
Oh, gotcha.
Because that contraction time is going to include this ramp time.
Oh, it's going to include it.
So we're going to move that up to 20.
Okay.
So it's actually going to be a 13-second contraction.
Okay.
And your off time. That's going to be how long after he's went through his ramp time and his muscle contraction. This number here is going to represent how long it's going to be off before the ramp comes back on and goes back through the cycle again. So off time is 20 seconds always, it looks like. So that's as low as you can go.
Mm-hmm.
So we're set there. And now our megahertz is the range of between 35 and 50. So we're going to bring that down just to the middle. We'll say 45. Now our seconds is a range of 200 to 400. And it's not actually seconds, it's milliseconds. So we're going to split that too. We'll just take it to 300. Now it's asking how long are we going to run this. So we'll run it, we'll put it on 10 minutes. That doesn't matter in competency, I don't think.
And then, well, that depends on how many reps you want too.
Right. So now the machine is set,
Okay.
I'm going to close it.
All right.
I'm going to shut this off. And everything we set is going to be in there.
Okay.
We don't have to go back and do it again.
All right.
So first I'm going to hook these up.
Did you do that? So cute.
I never have time to do this.
Black goes to the belly.
Yeah, I just taped it and then I painted the hood and then I put a little line.
Red towards the insertion or origin.
Oh no, I have like blood blisters from running on my feet.
And whichever one you put this in, this is the dial you need to work with. So if you're here, you need to work with that dial and vice versa.
It doesn't matter though.
I know, very cool.
I mean, like which
Yeah,
one? Okay.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
So, yeah.
So he's all hooked up now, but in competency, you want to make sure you run back down your wires, making sure that these are fully connected, both of them, and as you're coming back down to your setup, you want to make sure there's no frays in your wires or whatnot. They're going to ask you to do this or want you to do this.
Would you do that before you hooked up your patient or no? Or they
Doesn't
want
matter,
you to do
it's
it
not
after?
on.
Matter.
Just before you start.
You're kind of doing it to ensure him too, like,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
there's nothing wrong with the wires.
Okay.
Just before you start the treatment.
Okay.
So now we're going to go ahead and turn it on. And so what we're doing, we're going to turn this on. We're going to try to simulate your muscle to contract. And if anytime you feel pain, let us know. Blah, 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 blah.
No, you can't do that. You have to tell us. The blah blah doesn't work here.
Don't you say like,
So when this-
let me know when you feel it and then we're gonna go till it's a little uncomfortable and then.
So when this is flashing, this is your ramp time.
Okay.
This is that build up. He's not going to feel anything now. And you're actually going to count this out. She prefers you to count it out. We put it on 7 seconds. So as that was flashing, we would be counting 1, 2, 3, 4. See, now it's on its hold time.
So you want to start counting when it's on its on time?
When the ramp time comes on. And the ramp
After
time
the ramp
is when this, you'll see a little black light just going up like that. That's
Right.
your ramp time.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes back on, you kind of count it out loud to them. Then they know that it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Are you okay? Did that really hurt?
No, I just wasn't ready.
See, I got a little quiver in there now.
Low quiver.
Why I don't wanna do it.
So the ramp time, it's
Now it's off.
Way contracted.
I don't understand.
What did you put it on?
The on time includes ramp up, contraction, ramp down. And
Why
so
do you-
you gotta count the ramp up time. You can only adjust it.
Because
during
you only
the
want to adjust it
contraction
while it's
time.
on, the ramp.
And you don't adjust it during the ramp up or ramp down.
So
So
how
you-
do you know when the ramp is?
When this light is going up, that's your ramp.
Looks like-
I'm gonna turn it back
That's
down.
when you can make it like.
So he's already
super
contracting because I got
Yeah.
it set.
So you only want to turn it, you want to count the
That
ramp
hurts.
time, and then you only
I'm
want
gonna
to
back off of it just a little bit.
Time.
Oh, so after the 7 seconds?
Yes.
Yeah, you count to
Now I
7,
get it.
3.
and then that's when you start adjusting. And then
Okay.
you count for however long the contraction
You
is,
have
like
both
10
sides on
seconds.
this one.
And then you stop
then-
adjusting. So
Yeah.
then you count down.
And then it starts to ramp down
Are you
time.
doing
You
them
don't
at the same
adjust during
time?
that either.
So you count the
Doing
10
what?
seconds.
Oh,
You
yeah,
count the
you
Only
7.
adjust
Yeah.
during that 10 seconds.
Okay, and you count the 10.
I
And then
don't.
you count
You don't
7.
get it? So that flashing
I'll
light,
turn it off again.
The bar.
yeah, the bar on the side,
1, 2,
that flashes
3,
during
4,
ramp up.
5, 6, 7. I count a little fast. It's still going.
But
That's the
how long-
time that it's coming up to this intensity that you're playing with to get that muscle to do something.
And that flashes during the ramp up, the contraction, and ramp down.
Okay.
So you gotta count because it doesn't,
You have to count
Tell
while
you-
that
We're gonna
bar
fill.
is
You should fill
flashing.
something next time.
So right now it's not doing anything.
Right now, if I had this high enough, his muscle would be contracted.
Right now.
But- Right now, because it's on its 20-second on time of contraction time.
You don't want to turn it up during that time.
No, because
Now you count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he's kind of
7.
tremoring a little bit, so you want to give it a little bit more.
Okay, so you just turned it up during the 7.
Yeah, you only adjust while that ramp time is going.
Oh,
Why's your other foot
I'm
move?
just kidding.
Okay, so I thought you just said you count the 7 and then turn
No,
it up.
that's when you're messing with it.
It's the first 7 seconds.
Yep, the ramp time is when you are messing
No,
with.
he said
No.
you count to 7
You don't mess
first.
with it during, you count to 7, that's the ramp time.
That's when you're adjusting.
No,
No.
after the ramp up time is when you adjust it.
I don't
You
think
don't
so.
adjust it during the ramp up time because it's not at full strength
That's
yet.
true. That sounds correct.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah,
I think that's what.
Okay.
Yeah, I do
You-
remember
you
Greg
count the ramp
doing that
time.
during.
which is 7 seconds, then you start adjusting.
So I had it vice versa.
How long is it
Adjusting
on,
during
how long
the
is it on time?
contraction.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
So it's 7 up, 7 down, and a 6-second contraction.
Yeah.
So you only adjust it during that middle 6 seconds.
Okay. You know, it'd make it a lot easier if each ramp
You
was
gotta,
a
you gotta
second.
count 7, count 6, and then
You know what I mean?
And then you're fine, because then it's just gonna go
Okay, it's
with
building
nothing.
up right now.
It's not
3,
Oh,
4,
there it is.
5,
It's just going
6,
up.
7.
So
But
you
on
don't
that
want to turn it
break-
up during that time.
Now
You
you,
only
now
have
you
your
adjust
Not
it
yet, it's still
There's a
ramping.
contraction, and then it
Well,
goes ramp
that
down,
bar
and then
goes
it shuts off completely.
the whole
during
time.
the ramp up, contraction, ramp down.
5.
So you gotta
Okay.
count
So
3
yeah.
different times during.
Yeah,
while
so you
that's
count to
flashing.
7, then you count to 6, and then you count to 7. During that 6 is when you can adjust it.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't have anything going,
off.
it's off completely.
And you don't want to adjust it then
No.
because you wouldn't know.
Okay. Sorry.
So that
It's
bar
on
goes up
tape.
and down for the whole 20 seconds, which includes ramp up.
1 Mississippi,
3,
2 Mississippi, 3
4,
Mississippi, 4
5,
Mississippi, 5 Mississippi,
6,
6 Mississippi,
7,
7 Mississippi.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
off.
6, 5,
It's
4,
Ramping down.
3, 2, rest. Perfect. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like when the
Don't
bars
post that.
move, I wish
Don't
that was
post
like an
it.
actual.
I'm just gonna send it
second.
to Tracy, and if you guys want it, yep. I
can
won't
do
put
it
it
again
in.
if
We
you
can
want.
do
Yeah, you
yeah,
can do it
let's
again.
redo it, because that's gonna be a long ass video.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Start
it's
it over.
13 minutes.
You can explain it like before.
Okay, should I
You're
should I
gonna
stop
actually
it?
Do it like you're doing the practical.
Contraction,
rest,
1,
so that we can copy
2,
you.
3,
Hold on, let me get the
4,
grading sheet.
5, 6. Ramp down.
I'm gonna practice the wheelchair.
You don't need to count the ramp down
I do
because
too.
there's
True.
not doing anything.
That's true.
Now it's off.
And then after,
So then when you see it again
after the, yeah, once it starts flashing again, that's a ramp up,
and you count the 7
and
seconds.
then adjust it.
And that's only if you put it on for 20 seconds. Those would be your numbers.
Well, you
That was the
can-
lowest you could
well,
set.
you
The
can
off
set-
time was
you
20
can set the
seconds.
ramp up time
1,
and the on time.
2,
Oh, okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And so you feel a contraction during that entire 7 seconds.
6
No,
seconds.
that's the intensity.
seconds.
That's
I
the
feel it-
intensity coming
I
into
feel
it.
it coming during the ramp up time,
Oh, okay.
and then it goes to peak and holds there. and
Okay.
then it relaxes.
Then it relaxes.
I'll count it off again.
And so you can set the ramp time and the on time, which includes the ramp time and ramp down.
1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So the ramp
7.
up and ramp down are the same.
Perfect.
So if you set it for ramp up 5 seconds, on time 20
And
seconds.
ramp.
That means it's 5 ramp up, 10
So
hold,
good.
5 ramp down.
Gotcha.
But you know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I wish like that was an actual
It's not,
second, but
yeah.
it's not, so you can't watch that.
Am I missing anything? As
All
far
right,
as
start from the
education?
beginning.